R-I-C-H-L-E-E.
Okay, and Rich, why don't you give me an explanation of what happened tonight and how this fire was started?
Well, I have no idea how it started. I just know that my son was out looking at animals with an infrared scope, and he noticed over the southeast horizon a glow that was hot. So he called me downstairs and said, "There's a fire." We looked and we could see the heat signature in the smoke, and sure enough, it looked like it was. So I drove down the road to try and figure out where it was and found it here near one of my neighbor's places.
And so when did you call the police? After you found it, or when you first saw it?
I called it in from my house, telling him roughly the direction, but it wasn't until I got closer that I found it was right here at near a neighbor's house, and I drove further south to the CDF station at Saratoga Gap, banged on the door, and came to tell them the fire. They were already out looking for it, so I called their Felton station on their phone and said, "Here's where it is."
And were you the first person on scene when they found it, or the fire department find it?
I was first here and directed them up the road to where the flames were.
And how big are the flames when you first came in?
When I got here, it was grass moving up tree trunks and lower branches. Nothing was crowning out. It looked like it was burning at the border between a field of grass and some of the older redwoods here.
And how high was it up in the trees?
Oh, maybe 20 feet up and climbing. It wasn't big flames, and fortunately, and there's no wind.
And as far as anybody in the area, you didn't see anybody in the area?
No vehicles, not a sign of anyone, and the owner happens to be away right now.
Well, thank you very much for spotting this thing. You really you nipped it in the bud, because if it would have burnt all night, it probably would have been an awful lot bigger when people noticed it in the morning.
Well, I think credit goes to my son. We all would have been abed and asleep, and no one would have seen this until it was a lot bigger.
Well, it all worked out for the best.
All right. It looks like it has.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
First of all, we'll start out spelling your name.
Rob Sherman, S-H-E-R-M-A-N.
Okay, Rob. We heard the report from the gentleman and his son that discovered the fire. I guess it's up to you to tell us when you arrived here what you had and what the potential of where the thing could have gone if nobody discovered it too.
Yeah, when I got here, our volunteers, Los Cumbres volunteers, had 2 engines here already working the fire. They gave a great report on conditions, and we had we have right now, I believe, 4 additional Type 3 engines on that, along with 2 water tenders.
And as far as crew, how many personnel are on this scene?
I have 2 hand crews from Tehama Glen, which are en route and should be here within 10 or 15 minutes.
And how many are on the scene now?
Hand crews?
Yeah.
None.
And how many personnel?
The hand crews will be about 33, 17 is 50, around 65 personnel.
Very good. And as far as the potential for disaster, this thing taking off, catching it early like this is a real plus, isn't it?
Yeah, we got it when it was small, and we're still in what we consider a high dispatch, which is based on the weather and winds and things like that. So that means we get a lot of equipment, so we're able to jump on it pretty early. We got lucky.
And the humidity up here right now, do you know what that is?
No, I haven't done the weather yet.
And the size of the fire at this time?
The size of the fire is 1 acre. We do have it contained. We have a wet line, hose line all the way around it. And right now when the crews get here, we're going to put a hand line around it.
And the area that the fire was located at, is there any dwellings or camps or anything in that area?
Well, there is a house just behind me here, and I didn't notice any camps or anything like that.
Okay, any power lines down in that area that you can see?
So far, no power lines have been reported.
All right.
The fire is currently under investigation.
I knew you were going to say that. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry I couldn't get...